The Power of Gratitude, a Buddha story for positivity. Once the Buddha was traveling with his disciples. They had been on the road for days, sharing teachings with villagers, and they were now feeling tired and hungry. Finally, they arrived at a small village. Hoping for food, they approached the villagers and asked for alms. But the villagers refused. They had little food to spare themselves, and they did not believe these travelers had anything to offer in return. The disciples felt disheartened and even frustrated by the villagers' lack of generosity. They complained to Buddha, saying, "These people are unkind and selfish. They won't even share a single grain of rice." Buddha listened to them patiently and then simply smiled. He sat beneath a tree, closed his eyes, and began to meditate. Confused, the disciples sat beside him, but they couldn't help feeling bitter about their empty stomachs. After some time, Buddha opened his eyes and spoke softly. "Tell me, what have you learned from this village?" One disciple said, "I learned that not everyone is kind or generous." Another added, "I learned that we cannot always rely on others for what we need." Buddha nodded, then said, "Yes, but have you considered what this experience has given you?" The disciples looked puzzled. Buddha continued, "This experience has shown us our own expectations. It has given us an opportunity to practice patience and humility. And it has reminded us to be grateful for what we do have." He picked up a single leaf from the ground and held it up. Gratitude is like this leaf. It may seem small, but it is full of life and beauty if you look closely. Instead of focusing on what we lack, let us be thankful for the shade of this tree, the air we breathe, and the strength we have to continue our journey. The disciples were silent, reflecting on his words. They realized that even though they were tired and hungry, they had many blessings they hadn't acknowledged. With renewed gratitude, they felt their frustration disappear. As they prepared to move on, a young child from the village approached them with a small basket of food. Though it wasn't much, it was enough for the group to share. The Buddha looked at his disciples and said, "When our hearts are filled with gratitude, the world reflects it back to us in unexpected ways." End with a positive message. No matter where you are or what you face, there is always something to be grateful for. Remember, a grateful heart is a magnet for abundance and joy. If this story brought you peace, subscribe for more stories of wisdom and positivity.